I feel like you've like walked so I can run as a parent. Between you and Alex, my older sister,
Yes.
who you guys have kids and you're killing it.
You're kind.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Tell me what you were saying, how you actually throw away their toys so that there's not a lot.
Yes,
But
I
it's
feel bad.
proven- there's like
So I
yeah.
was watching this podcast, The Minimal Mom, and she was kind of like showing how you can clean up your kids' bedrooms basically, or toys, because that's the one thing you get given so many things, and it's overtaking the whole room and your whole house, and you're like, and because we live in a condo, we're like, we only have so much space.
Yeah.
We don't have a yard. We can't put this outside in the garage or anything like that. So I kind of learned some of her tips, and then what I would typically do is put on a movie for them. And the first time we ever did it, we got like 6 to 8 bags. Like, we either gave it away.
Did they notice? Were they
Nope.
like, where's my...
No,
so they never
but
even-
this is the crazy thing, and this is what the Minimal Mom was telling me on her YouTube channel, was that if you have less toys, they are more likely to play with the toys they have better.
Right.
And I saw it night and day.
No
Kid
way.
you not. This is my own testimonial. Yes.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
Like, it's almost like when you just have too much stuff, you're like, I can't even get it, like, deal with it. But when you have, everything has a home and everything has a space, and it's intentional toys that they actually like or that they like to play with. It's not just like McDonald's Happy Meal toys or whatever. I mean, sometimes they like those too, but you kind of have a home for all of it. I saw my boys playing a lot longer with the little that they had. And so we try to do like a refresh every few months, especially like after Christmas, birthdays, those kinds of holidays. And yeah, give them away
wow.
and then we have a lot of cousins that have kids now, so I can just pass it on.
Yeah. Can you come do that at my house? I know I'm a grown woman,
It
but
clears the mind. Yeah.
I feel like maybe I wouldn't even notice either if you just came and threw away 60%
That's
of
the
my
crazy
things.
thing. I feel like someone could probably do that with some of my clothes, because that's what I hoard probably the most.
Me too.
And I'm working on it, but
Me too.
yeah. They say, like, I mean, I probably wear the same 30 things. And there was like a thing called Project 33, I think, where you just have 33 items
Absolutely not.
per season. I know.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't that sound crazy?
But then we say that, but we could do that. We already do that.
Well, I lived out of a suitcase for years, and so I did do that.
Oh.
And I'm like, that was simple living.
And it's almost like less stress.
It
You're
is,
like,
because this is the other thing that the Minimal Mom says. The more you have, the more inventory you have to manage. So everything that you bring into your home, like even
More
every
stress.
pillow,
Yeah.
that is something that you have to manage or take care of. And it was like, psh. And if you have less inventory and less to manage, it frees you up to do other things.
I need to minimalist mother myself. Immediately watching that podcast.
Like,
On
I
my
feel
way
like,
home.
and for her, I don't think it was like all of a sudden. It was like a slow fade. And I think like that's what Tokyo's like, I want to like get to that. Like we've definitely like cut down some things, but there's still a lot more work to do.
Well, I'm amazed how your house is always so put together.
Oh, you're
because
kind.
you don't have a lot of space for 4 of you.
No.
And the boys, and it feels like every piece of your house is being used.
Oh,
And sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I had a smaller space, because I live in the house I grew up in, and I co-own it because that was mom's house
Yeah.
and she passed. But I have generations of things. My grandma grew up there. My mom grew up there
Yeah.
with her brother. I grew
it's
up
legacy.
there.
Yeah.
And it's such a treat, but it's also generations of things, so I'm hoarding stuff.
Yeah.
But also I don't want to throw away their stuff.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
sentimental reasons too.
Right. I'm like, man, I wish I had less to manage.
No, and because it is stress. And I think,
Yeah.
especially in Hawaii, the houses are not like 5,000. Well, some are 5,000 square foot houses, but majority of the people are living in, that typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath home that is like 1,000 or 1,500 square feet. And so we have to have less. But, we all shop at Costco, so we're going to have the Costco-sized couch. And then we're going to have the Costco-sized food. And so you're trying to think, like, how do I fit this all in? But I've noticed the less that I can have and having more intentional space, the way I do it in my mind is I just pretend like, oh, I'm living in New York City. So that's like, I take it as that.